Why is it important to tell people they don't have free will? Either that is a required description for enlightenment, which it isn't, or you're just being disrespectful. Whatever the truth is, it's irrelevant. Einstein could have come to me and tell me, we know 100% about the brain and there is no one making decisions. And then also God himself could come down to earth to tell me I don't have any control. That would still be irrelevant because it's not my experience. And it won't be until the herder contraction energy changes. Wish you'd just do 2 hours of silent sitting instead. Having to hear this is super toxic. If you find it toxic, then you could not watch. But again, you don't have free will, so you can't actually really choose to watch or to not watch. I would suggest that it's not toxic, but what's happening inside of you is there is a toxic reaction happening. So it's like, if you think of yourself like a chemical reaction, like I say some words and then a particular chemical reaction is happening in you. And my suggestion would be to stay present to that chemical reaction and then try to see the source of it. So maybe me saying that makes you feel powerless. It's not making you feel powerless, but there's a response of powerlessness or out of control or lack of control happening. And I would just pay attention where you feel that in your body. I would suggest it will be the solar plexus. But you just pay attention to it and just be curious, when in your day-to-day life is that triggered? When do you respond from that? Is that a healthy response? Or is that making your life more complex from responding in that way? Thank you for your question. But remember, you can also just switch off. Even though it appears like you can't, obviously, because you're listening, but you could just watch another teacher. You don't have to watch this. Are there any past or future lives if there is no personality to incarnate? There's habits and conditions. There's no personality which carries on. There's no solid person. So when a tree produces seed, that seed will have a particular likeness to the tree it was produced from. And that's happened through evolution and through multiple versions of trees. You get different species of trees, but they almost probably originated from the same tree. And then you get multiple species and variations. And it's the same, I presume. I mean, I don't even know how it works, but I presume that there is the rebirth of habits and conditions. Like, you can't fully get rid of the habits and conditions. They're constantly going into this life. Okay, so more important to disidentify. Well, who's the person that it's more or less important to? This moment doesn't actually care if you identify or don't identify. The habits do, because the habits want pleasure and to avoid pain. But your essence, that which is looking now, that which is right here, doesn't ever move. It's just here.